Throughout history, some of the most compelling stories are not those that have been told, but those that have remained hidden. One such tale lies within Monticello, the estate of Thomas Jefferson, one of the most revered yet enigmatic figures in American history. What if a secret room could change the way we see him? What if this hidden chamber could confirm long-standing speculations about his private life? This is the story of a remarkable discovery that reignited debates about Jefferson's personal and political contradictions. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories of history. Monticello, the grand plantation home of Thomas Jefferson, has long stood as a symbol of intellectual curiosity, architectural brilliance, and historical significance. Designed by Jefferson himself, the mansion was a blend of European elegance and American innovation. It housed an extensive library, scientific instruments, and elaborate gardens, showcasing the mind of a man deeply committed to progress and learning. However, beneath the polished surface of Jefferson's intellectual pursuits lay a darker reality. Monticello was not just a beacon of enlightenment. It was also a working plantation where hundreds of enslaved people toiled. Among them was a woman whose name continues to stir controversy: Sally Hemings. In 2017, during an extensive restoration project at Monticello, archaeologists and historians made an astonishing discovery: a small, windowless room adjacent to Jefferson's bedroom. For years, the space had been used as a men's restroom for visitors, but as researchers peeled back layers of history, they realized its true significance. Evidence suggested that this hidden chamber was likely the living quarters of Sally Hemings, the enslaved woman long rumored to have had an intimate relationship with Jefferson. The room's proximity to Jefferson's private quarters immediately raised questions about the nature of their relationship and the extent of Hemings' presence in his daily life. Could this confined space hold the key to one of American history's most controversial relationships? Sally Hemings was no ordinary figure in Jefferson's world. Born into slavery, she was the half-sister of Jefferson's late wife, Martha, as they shared the same father, a wealthy plantation owner. This complex family dynamic added layers to an already intricate story. Historical records indicate that when Jefferson served as the U.S. Minister to France, he took Sally Hemings with him. It was in Paris that Hemings, then a teenager, experienced life as a free woman. However, when Jefferson prepared to return to America, she faced a choice: remain in France as a free person or return to Monticello under the condition that she and her future children would be granted their freedom. She chose the latter. This decision suggests that some form of negotiation took place, a rare occurrence in the master-slave relationships of the time. But did she truly have a choice? The power imbalance between Jefferson and Hemings remains a subject of intense debate. For centuries, historians debated whether Jefferson fathered Sally Hemings' children. Some argued that the relationship was nothing more than speculation, while others pointed to oral histories passed down by Hemings' descendants. In 1998, modern science stepped in. A groundbreaking DNA analysis revealed that Jefferson's male lineage was almost certainly linked to Hemings' youngest son, Eston Hemings. This evidence strongly suggested that Jefferson was the father of at least one, if not all, of her children. The findings sent shockwaves through the academic world, forcing even the most skeptical historians to reconsider their positions. The Thomas Jefferson Foundation, responsible for Monticello's historical preservation, ultimately acknowledged the likelihood that Jefferson fathered Hemings' children, a recognition that many had fought for over generations. The revelation of Jefferson's possible relationship with Hemings sparked passionate debates. How should Americans reconcile the image of Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, the champion of liberty, with the reality of a man who enslaved people, including the woman he allegedly had a decades-long relationship with? Supporters of Jefferson argue that he was a product of his time, navigating a complex and flawed society. Critics, however, see his failure to free most of his enslaved workers as a fundamental contradiction to his ideals of freedom and equality. The discovery of Hemings' quarters only fueled these discussions. Unlike many of Monticello's other rooms, her living space was isolated, confined, and hidden from view. An apt metaphor for the way her story, and the stories of countless other enslaved individuals, had been buried by history. History is rarely black and white. Figures like Thomas Jefferson are neither wholly heroes nor villains but complex individuals shaped by their era. The discovery of this hidden room serves as a tangible reminder of the duality of America's founding principles: freedom and oppression, democracy and slavery, progress and injustice. Understanding Jefferson in his entirety does not diminish his contributions to history, but instead allows for a more honest and inclusive narrative. The acknowledgement of Hemings' story gives voice to those who were historically silenced and offers a fuller, more nuanced understanding of the past. Monticello remains one of the most visited historical sites in America, drawing thousands who wish to walk in the footsteps of a founding father. But today, visitors see more than just grand architecture and philosophical brilliance. They also confront the realities of those who lived in the shadows. The discovery of Sally Hemings' quarters is more than an architectural revelation. It is a symbol of history's unfinished business. It forces us to ask difficult questions. How do we honor the legacies of great leaders while acknowledging their flaws? What stories have yet to be uncovered? And perhaps most importantly, how do we ensure that all voices, no matter how hidden, are heard? Jefferson himself once wrote, "The earth belongs always to the living." As we continue to uncover the buried truths of the past, we shape the understanding of our present and the course of our future.